Hello and welcome. This is Darian DeFord bringing you another PvP commentary. This once again will be between my daughter and a player by the name of Dark Knight. This is a full nature versus full nature, so it's a nature mirror. And I make TC save all of her replays, and then I'll go through them just to see how she's doing, see where she needs help, see where she doesn't. And I came across this one tonight, and it was a damn good one. I liked it, and I liked it on both sides. Both players did pretty good, I think. There's some noobish mistakes, but hey, she's still learning. I don't know too much about Narc or Dark, so without any further ado, here we go. TC will start with a Swiftclaw, and Dark will start with a Amazon. Now, Amazon's gaining more popularity amongst nature players for T1 because one, it's easy to go with tree spirits, so you can tree spam and have a very small T1, but against Swifty, she takes 50% less damage. So he's not as effective. Plus, she can swap Swifty for 65 power. So she's very effective against Swiftclaw. She's pre-summoned some Windweavers as well as an ensnaring root to trap Swifty. And the fight is on. Nobody's taking a will, so we're going to see a T1 fight. She brings in a Shaman to heal Swifty, as well as a Blue Dryad for damage reduction. There's some Ghost Spears Spearman, ooh la la, for Dark Knight. And I like this. Got a good mix of things. Ooh, is Amazon going to go down? No, Amazon's not able to go down. Looks like TC brings in some Windweavers. There's a heal on Dark's part to heal his Spearman as well as the Amazon. The Dryad is going to town with crowd control. There's a heal for TC, and the Spearmen are going to drop. Yes, they are, by the Windweavers. And there is an ensnaring root to trap the Swiftclaw, and the Amazon is going to take off. Where's she going? Looks like she's going to go down here to take a well and or a orb, and Windweaver's up here are just going to go run for our lives. Spikey's after us. I apologize. I'm not feeling too good. Plus, it's like midnight, so I'm tired. TC takes a well, and looks like Dark takes a well. And the Windweavers are running. Now, if I was her, I'd get Swifty out of spike mode and put him in fast mode. He'd be able to catch those very, very quickly. Looks like Amazon's coming back up north for another attack and or a strafing run, and it looks like TC sees it, so you don't want to put your whole army chasing a Windweaver. There's a route. I would imagine we want to see a swap right here, and yep, there's a swap right there. So for 20 seconds that Swiftclaw belongs to Dark Knight. That was I'm not a fan of swaps, but that was a good swap. Takes out the Dryad, and now he's going after the Shaman. There's a Dryad for Dark Knight for the 25% damage reduction. And what do you get? Nope. And the Swiftclaw reverts back to TC. And a root, so the Swiftclaw can't do anything. Now the great thing about Shaman is not only can they heal, but they are a great medium counter for T1. They do quite a bit. I think it's like 90 points to or 90 hit points worth of damage. There's a Blue Dryad for TC. So Shamans are a good medium counter. And the Dryad and the Windweavers get rooted by TC, and it looks like they are going to go down. So yes, so that was a great T1 fight on both sides. A lot of decent micro in there, so I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with her, how far she's gone. Dark has now gone T2. Looks like pure nature, and looks like TC should go T2 here. We'll see. Yep. So yep, she does. So at T2. She has 250 power plus units, but Dark has 350 power and no units. So the T1 fight, T1 battle goes to TC on this end. Now, some will say, go ahead and get rid of your T1 units. This actually right here is decent, because the second Dark goes T2, I'm assuming we want to see Burrower spam. And Swiftclaw is a great counter for Burrowers. It really is. Looks like we see Burrower and a deep one. Now, this right here, I'm going to stop it. I think this is a mistake. This is 190 power right here, almost 200 power. You're not going to be able to support this. Not for an offense. Nature for an offense needs power. So he only has 45, 50 to attack with, where TC has units plus power. Swiftclaw is going to go after the Burrowers, and you're probably going to, yep, there's an Oink, and I guarantee you TC's going to drop a Parasite Swarm. Yep, there's Parasite Swarm. This is why you don't want to do this too early. Nature, you don't when it comes to offense for nature, you gotta be real careful. Don't go balls to the walls unless you know you have a power advantage. Here's Swifty chasing around the burrower. I'm telling you, if you have someone who has Hurricane, Swift Claw, spend the extra 10 power over a Ghost Spears. These guys are great against burrowers. And looks like TC's launching a counterattack with a swapped deep one. The burrower's taken out, and Swifty's coming to help. Here's another parasite to take over this deep one. And you see a lot of this in Nature Mirrors. Parasite swap, parasite swap. And it looks like this well may go down. Nope, there's an oink. Is Dark trying to heal this? Yes, Dark is trying to heal this. This is probably going to need about 120, 130 power to heal. So, let's see if Swifty can get there. There is a creeping paralysis to keep the things from swapping, and no. But that swapped cost him. This well is now going to drop because that power required to swap kept this well from being healed. So this Windweaver should be able to take this well down. Do they? Yes, they do. Shaman and the Windweavers take the well down, so that is a good offensive, taking the well down. And I would pull these units out if I were her. And it looks like we have an energy parasite going to suck. And she summoned the burrower to do a counterattack. Now, it should be noted, I won't let TC play with energy parasite or Shrine of Memory. She does not have them in her deck. For the simple reason is I want her to learn how to play without them. And she's getting better. Here's her tunnel to be able to call back her burrower if she needs to. And she does play a tunnel deck. And the deep one is going to town on the tunnel, trying to take it out. And there is, looks like the burrower did come back. Yep, burrower did come back. Burrower's not too much of a match. Whoop, there's a fail. There's a heal for the deep one. And now you're going to get swapped. You got to be real careful with nature because they like swapping their units. So just understand that and anticipate a parasite swarm. What's this? This Spirit Hunters just sitting out here doing nothing. You need to micro those better. Looks like these Spirit Hunters are coming up here to help with the attack. And there is a Green Dryad. The Green Dryad is for the dot protection from these Spirit Hunters. As you see, there's no poison on the deep one. And the Spirit Hunter is going to go down. I'm telling you, I love Green Dryad. I really do. It has a lot of uses. Some of them I like and some of them I just don't understand, but it's there. Looks like you got 2 burrowers and a deep one. Unfortunately, Green Dryad can't protect itself, so you see it's been poisoned, and it's probably going to die. And looks like TC is starting another offensive against this guy, or Dark's T2. In comes a deep one. I don't know if I agree with deep one because that's 120 power and it's just going to get oinked. And you're still going to have damage. So you might as well have saved the power, summoned in some Ghost Spears, and used the other power for either heals and or more crowd control if you can get it. There's a heal on her part. And this well is 1300. And there goes, whoop, and they teleport out. And that's the joys of the tunnel deck, is if they start getting in trouble, get them out of here. You don't lose any power, and he wastes all this power defending. He takes a well, and you now have a healing well come out. This is a combination I tried a long time ago, and she's copied my tunnel deck. And the thing behind this is you tunnel your creatures, your units back, and the healing will instantly heal them, and it'll be an instant attack, and you'll be able to send them right out. So you don't have to sit there and wait for them to heal. It does bind power, but if used properly, it will work. Looks like her deep one, or the deep one sent to take it out, ended up dying. She took it out. You got Spirit Hunters versus a deep one. And looks like he's got a Shrine of Memory up. Second upgrade, so that's 30 seconds worth. Yep. Green Dryad again, once again to protect against the poison, as well as crowd control. As you can see, the healing well is starting to charge up a little bit. He now has taken a second well. So it's 2 wells, 4 wells versus 4 wells. But he's lost a well. And had to repair his thing as well. Got a burrower attack against the well. Parasite swarms are great medium counters. Here is a Green Dryad to prevent the poison. I'm sorry, it's late and I'm getting over a cold. Here's a failed micro right here. She needs to be doing something with these units so they don't bind power. And 2 burrowers versus a well. Now the great thing about a tunnel deck is you'll have Burrower Ritual Red, which I know she has. So when your units are rooted, use it just before the root wears off, and you get that won't be teleported, and you get the 30% damage bonus. So I don't know why she didn't do it there, and she ends up teleporting. As you notice, the units were concentrated on that one burrower. They'll take off and give you some extra time to take out that well. So I use that trick quite a bit, especially if they're concentrating. As you can see, both units are healed up, and it's an immediate attack, so you don't have to wait for it to work. And there's another activation of Dark, and as you can see, the power, he's getting low on his void power, so he's not able to do much. Looks like we got an attack coming. This is a typical pure fire attack here. Ghost Spears, Parasite Swarm, as well as Spirit Hunters, and it looks like he's got a couple of burrowers going towards his T1. Let's see how he defends. The Parasite Swarmer trying to control the deep one. She brings in an Oink as well as Spirit Hunters to deal with the Parasite Swarms. The burrowers are coming out here. This well should have been healed from that first burrower attack. Apparently she didn't heal it. And she's got an attack going on down here, his T1. So it's 3 burrowers as well as Ghost Spears. You got an attack going here. She does. Apparently she may not see this. Oh, now she does. There's a Curse of Oink to prevent the burrowers. Looks like, yeah, Spirit Hunters as well as a deep one. She lost a well here, and looks like, or he lost a well, and he rooted, so they cannot come out. So they are stuck there. So that's how you prevent tunnelers from getting out, as you root them. She got a well, or he got a well down. And the 2 burrowers are going to town on his second or her second well, and there is a Creeping Paralysis to try to deal with this, so they can't attack. This is probably one of the most powerful spells. And here comes another. Nope. This is her units returning. So we'll go here. There's a Hurricane on his part to deal with her Ghost Spears, and she brings in some Spirit Hunters to deal with DOT damage. What is this? Looks like Ghost Spears are coming up here to her tier 2. There's an Oink on his part. There's a Surge of Light to protect the things, and good job Dark taking out the 2 wells. And he is now going to go to town on tier 1. Orb, and Ghost Spears and Spirit Hunters are trying to deal with it. Looks like she's going on the offensive, sending a deep one. She should have sent the Spirit Hunters down there with him, trying to put some pressure. And looks like the Spirit Hunters as well as the Ghost Spears defend this attack. Looks like the deep one teleported back because he was trying to launch an attack here. This healing well has now been damaged. She needs to heal this, as well as this tier 1, and he's activated Shrine of Memory again. He's now got 2 wells still, 4 wells, so she is a well down. Plus he's got Shrine of Memory up, so she's got to be real careful about her power. Root, don't walk into it. Okay, Fill Micro on her part. And it looks like the Burrower, Ghost Spears, and Spirit Hunters are coming after her well. So you got a counterattack going on with a defensive attack. There's a Spirit. There's a Burrower Ritual, probably green. Yep. Plus within the healing well, they're all being healed, so Parasite's not doing anything. Ghost Spears and all this is attacking the well. Sorry, I had to get a drink. He activates Shrine of Memory again. She brings in a Field Summon Dazed Burrower, and this well should drop. Once again, a failed micro. Those units should be doing something. Here comes 2 units of Spirit Hunters, and that well goes down. So good job there. There's a Surge of Light on TC's part to heal everything. Here comes a deep one. Now, if I was her, I'd just go ahead and get all these people out of here. You're not going to win this fight here. You're really not, especially with reinforcements coming. So there's a route to keep them here, I think. Yep, so they can't be teleported out. So she should have really Burrower Ritualed out earlier. I don't know, she might get this. Nope, there's a Surge of Light, and those units are going to die. And she now moves, looks like she's summoning 2 more Burrowers, and she's now using a deep one as well as a Spirit Hunter. And it looks like she's going to split her attacks. Only one of them could be rooted. Here comes the deep one as well as a Ghost Spears, and the Spirit Hunters are returning. Looks like the deep one and the Spirit Hunters get rooted, and the Spirit or the Burrowers, and he's activated Shrine of Memory again, and they're going after the Shrine of Memory. Yeah, I agree with that. The Shrine of Memory is really what's keeping him in the game, I think. Here's a deep one. Never send a deep one by himself. He always needs help. Nice Hurricane to get rid of these. Oop, whoop. But here comes the second set. So the second set, unless he's got an Oink, no Oink, he must be distracted. And there you go. This deep one now belongs to her. Looks like the Shrine of Memory's taking heavy damage. Shrine of Memory's going to drop. Deep one took out a well. Good job. And it looks like the Parasite Swarm as well as the deep one is going to take out the Ghost Spears. Uh-oh. Her well's in danger, or her orb is danger, and the orb drops. So she's now back to T1. What's got going on here? Looks like the deep one. He summons in a deep one to for the counterattack. There's a heal. The well drops, so he's now down to 1 power well to her 3. And looks like there's an energy parasite to get power suck for more power. And looks like this deep one's going to take out the Burrower as well as the deep one. So right now she's tier 2 with 1 deep one as well as a Parasite Swarm. She summons in a Dryad, so the least power unit that she has. Looks like it's going to come out here and try to reclaim her tier 2. There's an Energy Suck, and here is a Parasite Swarm. The deep one's going to take it out, or take out the orb, and she does a swap. That's funny. These poor deep ones just don't know who their masters are. They're all kind of confuscated. The Energy Parasite's been destroyed. It looks like Dark is launching a counterattack and is rooted. He takes a well. I don't know about that. You're having a unit attacked and you're having your orb attacked and you take a well. That's not real smart. That's just ended the game for you, I think. There's an Oink. The orb is repairing. 1 Burrower, 2 Burrowers. Where are you guys going? Looks like you're coming down here to try to help with this orb. And these 2 Burrowers are coming after Dark's tier 1. Once again, the deep one is going to town. There's a Gifted Catch. Good catch. Get the deep one away from the well. That's good. But you also got to be careful with this right here. So looks like Hurricane prevents a swap. Good job. And 2 Burrowers are on his T1. Looks like he got a, what is that? Ghost Spears, Dryad, as well as a deep one. The orb is repairing. And looks like the Parasite Swarm is going to try to swap out with the deep one. You had looked like they were oinked. Yep, they were oinked. There's a Hurricane to prevent the Ghost Spears. And this tier 1 orb is in danger. Looks like the swap has happened. Oops, she tunnels out to prevent another swap. And now it's healed. And the monument has been destroyed. And now he is back to T1. There's some Spirit Hunters. And that's the game. This was a good match. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy this when I watched it. I had a great T1, and the T2 was back and forth. For nature, it's really about Burrowers, Ghost Spears, and unfortunately deep ones as the more common one. But what I like is she did it without Energy Parasite, and she did it without Shrine of Memory. It can be done. You really don't need those cards in your deck if you don't absolutely want them. They're great, don't get me wrong, but it's just 2 extra deck slots, and they can be countered. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I certainly did, and talk to you later. And by the way, great job, Dark. You really did do a good job. So do you, TC. I hope to see you both of y'all later on. Bye-bye.